Welcome, everybody. Welcome to The Tonight Show, everybody at home. Look at you. It's a special night because for the first time since the pandemic, our audience is no longer required to wear a mask. Smile, you're on TV. Yeah, so you better laugh because I can see who isn't. What an exciting time this is. We're maskless, fully vaccinated, and it's officially summer. Official. Great. That's right. Kids are pumped that school is over while their parents are staring blankly at a wall like, I thought we had more time. Yeah, and it's not just the start of summer, you guys. It's also Amazon Prime Day. That's right. That's right. Today, instead of buying stuff we don't need, we buy stuff we don't need at a slightly lower price. I don't know what an immersion blender is, but yeah, let's look at the price on that. How am I going to make my coffee if I don't have an immersion blender? Prime Day is actually a 2-day event.
Oh.
Yeah, Amazon is basically your annoying friend who plans a birthday weekend. You only get 1 day, Carl. Yep, Amazon has deals on outdoor cameras, digital recorders, and night vision binoculars. And with that much spying capability, you're basically Amazon. You're at least Facebook. Some news from Washington this weekend. Kim Jong-un made his first statement about the Biden administration, saying that he's prepared for both dialogue and confrontation. That's right, Kim Jong-un just challenged Biden to a rap battle. Yep, Kim Jong-un says that he's prepared for both dialogue and confrontation. It's the same thing my aunt says when she walks into a TJ Maxx. Let's go! Well, guys, the Olympics are almost here, and today organizers announced that venues will be at 50% capacity. Oh. That's right, 50%, which means only 4 people will be allowed to watch fencing instead of the normal 8. Oh. Did they start with the hand up here?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Eventually, I've seen
Eventually
this.
it's a
But does it start like this, maybe?
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe that. That looks good. You look good.
I look like a fencer there.
Yeah. A fencer of stolen
being
jewelry.
cocky?
Yeah. You gotta put pinky out on the sword.
Yeah, I throw the pinky out, definitely.
Yeah. Class. There you go.
Class it
Pure
up a little
class.
bit. Pinky out on the sword.
Yeah.
Like that? Maybe like that?
Yeah, like a flourish. Like a
floor? Like
jazz hands. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
This is how you fence?
Yeah.
That's how you fence?
Yeah. On
guard. Get into this here. On
Touché.
guard. Yeah. They also said fans aren't allowed to cheer.
Oh.
Although they say that at the beginning of every graduation, and parents are still like, Thomas, yeah! Woo! Tommy, you did it! It's my boy, Tommy! Well, soccer superstar Cristiano Ronaldo just became the first person in the world to hit 300 million followers on Instagram. It's a pretty big deal, and now a lot of people are reaching out to congratulate him. For example, Lionel Messi said, what an incredible achievement, way to go. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said, congrats, pal, but watch your back, I'm coming for you. Then Ronaldo himself had this to say. He said, I can't believe it. Thank you so much for the support. It didn't stop there. Remember that statue of him?
Oh, yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh, no, it didn't.
The bronze
didn't
statue
congratulate
of
him.
Ronaldo reached out and said,
Really?
Irma Gerd, you're number 1.
Oh, no.
After that, Ariana Grande said, I hope I can get to 300 million soon. And the statue of Ronaldo was like, Mertur, I want to be popular. It's to be popular.
Popular?
Then this plaque of Elvis Presley spoke up and said, yes, please follow me on Instagram. And finally, this statue of Lucille Ball said, my handle is @RealLucileBarrel. #Philibert, #influencer. They're all very excited, and good for him. 300 million. Nothing to sneeze at. Listen to this. I saw that NASA is struggling to fix a computer on the Hubble Space Telescope that was developed in the 1980s. Yeah, it's from the 80s, so the manual only says, remove the circuit board and blow on it. And finally, a grocery store in Wisconsin is offering customers color-coded bracelets to show their social distancing comfort levels. Yeah, red means no contact, yellow means elbows only, and green means open mouth kiss.
Oh.
As I mentioned today, today's Amazon Prime Day. People buy a ton of products on Prime Day, but you can't always trust the reviews. I just want to remind everyone that. I read that lately Amazon has to crack down on the fake ones. Luckily, you can usually tell when a review is fake, though. Really? For example, here's a bed tray table.
Okay.
And here's a fake review that says, "I love this for breakfast in bed." The real review says, "I love feeling like my bedroom's in a hospital."
Wow. That's a real review.
Yeah, like here's a pack of anti-chafing nipple guards. The fake review says provides great protection on long runs. The real review says ripping these off is the male equivalent of childbirth. Next, here's a Teton sports hiking backpack. Fake review says a rugged backpack that's perfect for overnight hikes. The real review says it'll sit in your closet for 3 years with a half-eaten Cliff Bar in the front pocket.
That's where I left that Cliff Bar.
Next up, here's an Astro gaming headset. The fake review says, amazing sound, took my online gaming to the next level. But the real review says, play so loud I didn't hear my girlfriend say, I'm leaving you, Kevin. He's hiding, he's hiding, he's hiding. Finally, here's a waterproof phone pouch. Fake review says, kept my phone safe and dry while I went in the water. Real review says, my phone is at the bottom of a lake, but at least it's still working. There you go, everybody.